All right, I'll see if I can attempt to explain when and when there isn't a withdrawal fee from the ETH Vault. So, if you go to fill the yEarn or yEarn, whatever you want to call it, there's basically a vault address and there's a strategy, right? And there's also a controller, but we'll get to that later. So, if we click on the ETH to go to the vault, it's going to pull up the Etherscan vault address. And this is the contract that controls the vault itself and all the logic. So inside of the vault, there's a function. Let me go here to the vault. There's a function called withdraw, right? And this is a public function that you can call, which you actually call when you withdraw from the interface, that tallies up when and when there isn't a fee that's supposed to be applied. So I pulled out that function. I have it in a separate file here just for us to look at this. So when you withdraw, when you call it, you pass in how many shares you want to withdraw. This is your yETH shares, not your ETH equivalent, the yETH shares, right? So the first thing it's going to do is it's going to convert your yETH to ETH. For that, you have to get the balance in the vault, which is the total balance. This is what the balance function is. It gets the total balance with the controller. So if there's any funds in the controller, it pulls them all together. And it gets you the total balance in the vault multiplied times your shares, or however many yETH you're requesting to withdraw. That's what that MUL means, multiply, divided by the total supply. Now, where's the total supply? If you go over to the contract and you look at the read submenu there, total supply is here. Now, one thing to note is that this is in to the power of like the quintillion. So you got to basically divide by 1e18, I think is what it is. But anyway, when you do the math on this, it gives you the total ETH that you're due. That's what R is here. So first we're going to get the ETH. Then we're going to burn your shares, right? Because obviously if we're pulling it out, you don't want to leave it in the contract. That wouldn't make any sense. So now we're going to get the total balance. And here we don't care about the controller. It's just getting the actual balance that's inside the vault, right? So we're going to see if there's anything in the vault. And this should really say, is there anything in the vault not deployed? What this is going to do is it's going to get the balance inside of the vault, right? The vault address is, if you go here to your contract, you can put the balance of the vault. This is actually going to say 0. Now, why is it 0? Well, if you go back over to the UI here, you'll notice that the vault holdings equal the strategy holdings. That means technically there's nothing in the vault. It's all in the strategy. So when I go here to the contract and paste in the address for the vault, I expect to be 0, right? And that's what I get. So going back to the contract, the vault holdings is 0. So now it's going to see here, and this shouldn't say that, we're going to say, is there anything in the vault? So if the vault balance is less than how much you're trying to withdraw, there's a fee due, right? Because basically there's nothing in reserve in the vault not deployed yet. So normally when the vault is fully deployed like it is now, you will be charged a fee because the vault is 0 and there's nothing really less than 0 when you're trying to withdraw, right? So here's the logic that goes to the controller that's going to tally up the fees and basically and appropriate that fee to your withdrawal. Now, if there is a balance in the vault, then if it's more than what you're trying to withdraw, then it's not going to trigger all this. This is where the fee gets applied. It's going to go straight to just sending you the funds. So this is really the piece here, this code inside the vault that tallies up whether or not there's a fee due. And then if you go over to the controller and you go down to the withdraw function, all right, there's the withdraw from the controller back to the strategy. Here we go. If you go back to the strategy contract, this is where it tallies up the fee. Okay, so it'll only go into here, into the strategy to withdraw if it needs to, if there's not enough money in the vault. Otherwise, it's going to skip all that and tally up this fee here. So I hope that kind of explains it. Essentially, the easiest thing to do is to see how much ETH is here versus what's in here. And if there is enough difference between these two for you to, let's say there's 100 ETH difference here and you're trying to pull out 50, there won't be a fee. So that's kind of how it works. So that was rough. I might go at it again later, but try to explain how this kind of works. Hope it helps.